If you want to increase your company's 401k participation rate, both how much they defer and how many people are deferring, here are 3 winning strategies to use. What's the first strategy and also part of Secure 2.0?
Auto enrollment. Throw everybody in the plan.
Throw everybody,
them all in the pool.
Throw everybody. Well, if they're old enough for whatever, they've been there long enough.
And you're
throw
done.
them in the pool. I like your throwing in the pool analogy. People are not made to stay in the pool. They do get to get out. So auto enrollment is not mandatory enrollment. It is not mandatory that employees defer. It is mandatory that new plans have this feature in it, okay? But basically, I like to think of it as passive enrollment as opposed to active enrollment, because what we used to have was active enrollment where an employee had to go to HR, get a paper and pen, I know the old days, all right? Where the employee had to go to the HR department, get a piece of paper and a pen and actively fill out an enrollment form to have money taken out of their paycheck. With auto enrollment, you have to do something to not have the money taken out of your paycheck, right?
Yeah, and you're paying yourself first, and it takes care of some of that decision fatigue,
exactly.
Right? Should I do it? Should I not? What will it be like?
And this does help increase participation, because employees, if they're it's like a lethargy thing or whatever, if we can say that. It's just when the employees are happy to have it done for them for the most part. That's what the statistics show. All right, and also if you already have a plan and you don't have this feature in it, this is one of the Secure 2.0 tax credits that you can make use of regardless of how long you've had your plan. It's $500 for the first 3 years that you have the auto enrollment credit in there.
I'm taking a note of that.
Yeah. What else is another part of the winning strategy, Catherine?
Employer matching.
An employer matching contribution. All right. So some examples. The Safe Harbor match is a common one. That's usually 100% of the first 3% and 50% of the next 2%. So how much do you have to defer to get 4% match? 5%. Yeah,
that's your job.
You have to defer 5. You have to defer 5. So if you defer 5% or more, you get 4%. All right. The other one, if we're doing what's called a quacka match, which has a vesting schedule to it. All right. That's common.
Can you say that 3 times?
Quacka match. Yeah. Don't make fun of the quacka match. All right.
Quacka match.
Thank you. You're not being helpful. All right. This is the kind of match you can put when you have automatic enrollment. This one, it's 100% of the first 1% and 50% of the next 5%. So in other words, you have to defer 6 in order to get a maximum of 3.5. So the employers kind of like that one.
This is why you hire a TPA,
this is why
because
you hire
he loves talking about that. I will say
right.
The high thing is employees typically think if you're willing to put money in as an employer, this is a good plan.
Right.
You put money in, if I put money in, I'm further ahead because I actually have return on my money already, immediately.
So this is considered one way to increase participation because there's this concept of not leaving any match on the table. There's this concept of leaving matching money on the table where an employee are incented to defer as much based on however much the employer is matching. So Catherine, if an employer matches 50% of 1%, how much are the employees likely to defer?
1%.
1%, all right. But if you did 100% of 10%, where employees, well, they may not all defer 10%, but employees are going to defer more because they don't want to leave that match money on the table. And yes, you can actually have a matching contribution that's greater than your deferral. Once upon a time, I worked at a company, a TPA firm, where one of our clients had a 9-to-1 match. Yes, everybody deferred. All right, that helped to increase participation, I'll tell you that much. Okay, third strategy, education and communication. Is this required and is this best practice?
Both.
Both, all right. So your human resources department needs to understand when employees are in the plan, which employees are in the plan, what information to give them. If you're doing automatic enrollment, you really need to know which employees have to have a certain percent starting to come out when. You need to give them notices beforehand. Guess who can help them with that?
We can.
We can help them with that. All right. Now then, another thing is keep them up to date on changes in the plan. When you have your financial professional offer to come and give an educational or we can't use the word advice, but When your financial professional wants to talk to your participants, let them. It helps improve
outcomes.
It helps improve outcomes. Thank you. That's a really good way to put it. All right. If this video has been helpful, where should they go?
Go watch our video, The Truth About 401k Loans.
And obviously, we would love to continue this conversation with you, so please comment below, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell the people you don't like. Just have them watch, all right? Oh, and if you want to get in touch with us, we're at hunterbenefits.com and an email at sales@hunterbenefits.com,
like
because
Wakanda?
I can't remember which corner it's up in. Questions from the peanut gallery before we say goodbye?
Not a question, more so a comment.
All right, comment. Uh-oh.
For all of you who are on the fence about deferring for your 401k plans, you will not realize that, you might not realize that you're not going to notice that money missing. It
For the
comes
most
out
part,
before
true.
you even get your check. Right?
Yeah, good point, good point.
If you're deferring, say, 5% of your check, that usually equates to what, maybe $30, you're never even going to realize that $30 is gone. Trust me.
You've been there?
I've been there. And I'm just like, yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, so
All right.
just
Well,
saying.
thanks, Filippo. Yes,
course.
definitely. All right.
Stay safe.
Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Toodaloo.